What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. Last time, we managed to get some more work done with, well, some extra side stories concerning our three friends. It's a little bit out of our way, but that is one additional thing that we've managed to complete. In this episode, we have one final class to get through. Home Ec. I do apologize for a bit more... Oh, that's actually not how we sign up for classes. I do apologize for more lack of updates in the past couple of weeks. Not only was there a recovery from COVID, but I've also had a play that was going on. And also, right after kind of last couple episodes I recorded, my voice pretty much gave out. Like, not completely shot, but enough that it was really hard to really talk without threat of losing my voice entirely. Plus, with the play going in, kinda need to help preserve it. So, I'm gonna try to take it a little bit easy. I'm really doing it because I need to get more going. And the DLC is officially out. This series really should have ended a while ago before the DLCs were close to getting out, but life happens. And not just with the recent occurrences. There are other things that have kind of delayed the series from finishing, but whatever! We got one final class to do. So let's go ahead and start the train of classes for Home Ec. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is truly a convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles, when you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used any time that you open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 hit points, Super Potions restore 60, and Hyper Potions restore 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions. You are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Destro, what should you search for in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? A teacher in the middle of nowhere. You'd want to... Honestly, a place of water would be good for survival tactics, but in RPG, you're going to want to look for items on the ground. Perfectly correct, Master Destro. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item, such as an orange berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shining items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your... but I see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Having a lozenge and a bottle of water kind of helps out. Also helps that Sangoro kind of has a deeper voice. I can do lower registers a bit easier than higher registers, so I'm glad that language wasn't the last thing that we're doing. That would have been murder. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? All of its stats get dramatically low. Nah, you can't use the move. Perfectly correct, Master Destro. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon Centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It's important to find balance in a Pokemon's set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation. Alright, is Seguro out and about? Yes, in the cafeteria. Okay, oh, here he is. Hello, Master Destro of Class 1A. It's been some time since we last met. Are you here to eat as well? Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Yeah, excellent. You shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake of on a regular basis. One item on the menu here I am particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh look, it's Mr. Seguro! He's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? You think he'll get an egg sandwich? No way, if he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy, like the 5-alarm sandwich. Ugh, he's so cool. He'll definitely get the wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich. Could I have a fire alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. But, Mr. Seguro, what about... Yes. You suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Master Destro. I suppose I shall have to try one, if you insist. Oh, that was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy. Ugh, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Master Destro. Seems that the students tend to view me as fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us. Ah, so that's it. Self-image problems because of what other kids think of. Interesting. Also, to think about it, We have the five alarm, which give egg power, steel for teensy power, and higher for that. Fairy, electric, and ground. Meh. I haven't really had a need to buy sandwiches since the start of the game. But let's not focus on that now. For now, we need to worry about our exams. And I went to the wrong thing again. Alright, let's take the midterm. The time has come to test how well you have all learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. He knows what's up. Which is not an effect of a picnic meal. HP restoration, curing poison, increasing speed, gaining meal powers. Speed? Well, there's the speed standard just running faster. I don't think either of those has an effect. HP restoration does, meal powers absolutely is. I think status ailments also is, so yeah, increasing speed. I do not deal with sandwiches, so this is gonna be a little bit rough. Which of the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? Fillings and condiments, number of people, color of utensils. Pretty sure it's just the contents of the sandwich. Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? That would be an orange berry. One was poison, the other was paralysis, I think. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use an item in battle, so he gave it an orange berry. This will work as he hopes. Yes, Pokemon will use berries. The move runs out of power points, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of power points for all its moves, it will only sit there in frustration. No, it will struggle until it faints. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you will all able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. Alright, our perfect score may have been dashed, but can we still maintain it for this class? Hey! Easy enough. Alright, and onwards to the next class. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I am glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel like he's just staring at Arvin. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let's now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which is inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Arvin. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Destro, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should yeah, I knew it. What should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? Arvin? Make food more often or with more people? I almost feel like the interconnectivity part would increase the effectiveness of the sandwiches. I'll go with that. I'll see if it's the interconnectivity. Perfectly correct. I see that you are knowledgeable about the culinary arts. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, But if you prepare a sandwich with others, you'll be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I am sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. He said it anyway. The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Speaking of secrets, is he out and about? He is. He's in the staff room. And there he is, along with all the other teachers. Master Destro. There's something I would very much like to ask for your help with. Sure, what is it? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth, unless I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. Sweet condiment? My immediate thought is mayo, but I'm not entirely sure if that would be right. Also not entirely sure how mayo would be rare in Paldea, but whatever. Let's go ahead and take another class. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. While you're out performing fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I am speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy! I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing the issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I'm sure will not tolerate such shameful conduct. Oh yes, Master Destro. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? You give it head pats. You clean them. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is of course simply common sense. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I would call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you're able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining, bright as a Terrajewel. It's certainly quite a bit of work, but this will Excuse me. This will certainly require... This is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed, or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important part that I would like to mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. I'm thinking things like Grimer and Trubbish. What Pokemon are in the Paldea Dex that would be like that? Because I don't think Grimer or Trubbish are in the Paldean Dex. Well, we got one final class to do, and then it's the final. Put away your phones. It's time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities. But looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. Hope it is not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each person to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the Academy accepted you. If by chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat, if you choose to wear one. You are even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one more thing you all like to decorate, which, I must say, I find quite charming. The Rotom phones? I wish we could customize the dorm room. It looks so empty. I feel like that'd be perfect for like a secret base type of thing, but whatever. Perfectly correct! That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. It interests me so. I must admit that I'm fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case for my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small talk. As this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. Can we do this little side quest now or after the exam? After the exam. Alright. So let's take our final. And hopefully there's only one exam that we didn't get a max score on. The time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simming your brains from a last-minute cram session ends. Which of the following meal powers makes it easier to come across a shiny Pokemon? I guess that'd be Sparkling Power because shiny. Which of the following is not effective in egg power? Eggs hatch faster, helps hatch strong Pokemon, makes eggs easier to find. Ooh, easier to find definitely is. I don't think hatch faster is anything for an egg power. Perhaps increasing the potential of the Pokemon might be part of the egg power. But I don't think hatching faster is. Don't really interact with meal power, so I'm not entirely sure. We'll go with the hatch faster, though. What's a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meals powers? Make food with other people. What is the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? Pokemon Dash? I feel like Pokemon Dash and Pokemon Wish were different spin-off games, but you wash them. This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms to properly match each season? It does not matter, you can wear however you want. Pretty sure I've been wearing the winter one this entire game. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to, as a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. Those were supposed to be easy? I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had so that you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. Alright, how do we do? Aww. So it is the stronger Pokemon then. Weird, but okay. We still passed though. 5 more medium experience candies. You now finish all of your classes and pass all their exams. Ooh, a gift from Clavel. Large experience candies, okay. Now can you focus all your efforts on the treasure hunt? Too bad I'm already done. Okay, to the home ec room. Alright, let's see what this special condiment is, and is it mayo? Master Destro, about that matter with which I need your help. I've discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. Sweet Herba Mystica? Oh, okay, well, that does make sense. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. Okay. I don't know where to find any more of them, though. Wait, I have some? Hold on. I have Herba Mystica? When? I don't have it. There. Just hitting the B button wouldn't do anything. You don't have any Sweet Herba Mystica. Okay, so it's not even going to tell me how I go about that. So, well, hold on a sec. I have an idea of where I can find it. Well, I'm going to look at one section here. Herba Mystica. Area 0 was home to wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempted to grow some in areas around Paldea. Herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We call these Titan Pokemon. That was it? That's the only thing we have on that Herba Mystica? That doesn't help me. I was wondering if I would be able to get it from raid dens. Are there any? There's this one right over here. I guess we can take a look. Because the game doesn't explicitly say where exactly I have to go to find really any of the Urban Mystica. Outside of the main story stuff. So, I mean, it's possible that it could just be in Area 0? I mean, that would be the other place to look, would just be to check out Area 0. And maybe it's just random stuff that I pick up on the ground, but I almost feel like it should be stuff from a raid den. So this one, ooh boy. A 5-star Psychic Hydreigon. Oh boy, that's gonna be a bit rough, but sure. Okay. Hopefully... Okay. Clodsire, Sylveon, and Arboliva. Okay. Well, I have Night Slash, and also... Oh, that barely did anything. Ooh, boy. I don't think I can actually... I don't think I can actually win this. Ooh, yeah, this is not going to end well for me. Poisoned. Oh boy. Okay. Well, my allies are helping at the very least. Nasty plot. Oh boy, that's not good. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. This Hydreigon is way too strong for me to be able to handle this. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. I don't think I can handle fighting a Hydreigon. It does update the Pokedex, though. Okay, let me try something interesting. I just noticed that. It actually says the Paldea region. And like I said, the DLC's out now as of recording this, so I suppose it would say something different depending on whatever the name of where the teal mask takes place. I haven't bought the DLC yet, so I don't think it would give me the option, and I'm not entirely sure where I even would go for that. I am also, just to make it clear, we're not going to be doing the DLC immediately. I'm at least going to wait until both DLCs are released before even starting to do this one. Then that way we can just kind of jump and do both of them at the same time. Just because, like I said, the original plan wasn't for the series to last long enough to begin the teal mask. That was just an unfortunate consequence of just things getting really busy and not having good time to record or edit stuff. At least not as often as I would really like to. But hey, at the very least I am getting some stuff recorded, even if it's not as often as I would like. Alright, this one. Okay, wait. That's not it. That's a 3-star. Gothorita? Would be a normal type. So this one's poison. Okay. So what Pokemon is here? Scizor! A poison Scizor. I don't have Psychic. I don't have ground. Is there anything else? There's 2 poisons! Okay, sure. We've almost gotten this one just on our own. Which, yes, that will be the next thing that we do. Would be that, but I would like to at least do this little side quest. Alright, what Pokemon is in here? This one is Blitzy! A Poison Blitzy. Okay, would not mind that. Zen headbutting it? Do I have any main party Pokemon that would be pretty decent against a poison type? I don't think I do. Yeah, not particularly. Not in terms of typing, at the very least. So, you know what? We'll have Atlas out. And we'll give it a go. Okay, well that didn't work out super well. Let's see. Let me see. Rare drop from both 5- and 6-star raids. Cool. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have specific Pokemon here. Blitzy is a potential Pokemon to drop Sweet Herba Mystica. So I have that going for me if I wanted to try that again. Interesting. Okay. The problem that I'm mostly encountering is trying to defeat said Blitzy. Especially without a great super effective move. This one is another Blitzy! Ah, crap. Okay, I really don't have anything super great. Because the best that I've got would be Psychic or Ground, but I don't have either of those typings. I've got some moves, which might work, but that's basically the same thing as using Atlas. Okay, I might just need to grind that just to see if I can maybe do that. Here, let me take a look at some of the other dens that are available, and we'll go from there. Okay, I was really hoping that I wouldn't need to do this for too long. I was not expecting to need to grind out a rare item from... What the heck? Why is there a Sunflora statue right here? I mean, I know we're by Artizone, but I would expect that to be within the city limits. Okay, if we could just... give me goal. I might potentially just have to wait another real-life day for these to just change. Be a typing that I can actually be somewhat good against. It was like, if this is a Psychic Blitzy, that would be fantastic. What do we got? We got us another Hydreigon? Come on! Oh, boy. Okay. There's Dragon. There's Dragon, and there's Bug. Let's check out both of those. Alright, the Dragon Den has... a Scizor again. Was Scizor one that dropped this? Scizzor's not here. I also do not see High Dragon for the sweet. Well, that stinks. Bug? Alright, Bug has another freaking High Dragon! Okay, I have an idea. If all these Blitzy are the same... Heal Pulse, Last Resort, Soft-Boiled, Seismic Toss. Then any Ghost type should be able to just hard counter that. Okay, let's do that instead. It's not gonna be the greatest way of doing this, but at the very least, it'll prevent my Pokemon from fainting. Blitzy has awful physical defense anyway, so even if it's not super effective, I could still use Blitzy's awful physical defense to my advantage. So let's use Hunter, and we'll see how well this goes. Doesn't matter if I have same type attack bonus or just I'm effective against it. There's water. Water would be nice if it's a water Blitzy. Alright, please be a Blitzy, please be a Blitzy, please be a Blitzy. Yes! Okay, okay. We can do this one. Get stab and same type attack bonus and crits. Okay, Drifblim, Umbreon, and Toxapex. Alright, how much does one Flower Trick do? A lot! Okay. This is gonna be a whole lot better. And it's burned. Okay, cool. Constant damage then. And hey, if it's gonna heal me, I am going to be okay with that. Okay. Flower Trick again, because we gotta get 3 attacks in. Before we can Terastallize. And now it's poisoned. Alright, we'll do that. We'll pray that it does not spam Seismic Tosses. Hopefully we can break that Terra Shield super easily. There we go! This is what I was hoping to see. Last Resort barely does anything, and an additional Heal Pulse. And there goes that Terra Shield. Boom! Okay, that's fine. It can heal after the Terra Shield goes down. Because at least then I can deal regular damage. Alright. Fainted. Whatever. Alright, we don't need to catch a second Blitzy. Get the Herba Mystica. Let's see. Dark Bug, Psychic Water. Lots of candies, water. Damn it! That was my best shot. Okay, is there anything else? There's another water. Fighting Crew's base. That's interesting. The bases are now highlighted there. Okay. Unfortunately, I believe I have run out of time to be able to try anything like this. So I think we're gonna have to call it a day here, unfortunately. Man, that was my best shot, too. Well, it does say it's a rare drop. So, not exactly something that I'm going to get super quickly. Not quite sure why I'm going over here, because I don't think I'll have enough time to be able to actually do another one. But I'll do my outro here regardless. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. We've got a few different things that we're going to be going after. First, we're going to try to find the sweet Herba Mystica and try to finish off Sangaro's questline. Once we do that, though, we have a stake hunt to get to. And it's a Scizor, so it's useless anyway. Damn it. Alright. Well, I'll find another Blitzy or other Pokemon that can drop it another time. That'll be the first thing that we do. And then, we're hunting stakes and hunting legendaries. So until next time, everyone, take care.